Women in the military hear more than their fair share of offensive comments, things that no male veteran would ever hear.
You're a veteran?
Yeah, I am.
Are you gay?
What?
Did you cry when they made you cut your hair?
What are you talking about?
I heard because you're a man, you only have to do 5 sit-ups, since you have the core strength that women have.
Honey, you're too pretty to be in the military.
Hello, and welcome to Permission to Speak Freely, where we explore misconceptions between civilians and their military. In 2016, the U.S. government announced that all roles in the military were now open to anyone who qualified, regardless of gender or sexual identity. But many people still question how or even if women should serve.
A lot of people, whether they like to admit it or not, still assume that men should be in supervisory roles.
There was a lot of assumption that I wasn't really in the real military because my job was so easily translated into the civilian world.
People think women in the military are not stable or strong enough to get the job done, and also that we might use our femininity or damsel in distress card to get out of hard work.
One reason why this is still an issue might have to do with how we raise our men. As the story goes, every knight needs a princess to rescue. And the military pretty much adopted that fable for its recruitment videos in the 80s and 90s.
Maybe you can be one of us.
Some have suggested that a natural male impulse to protect a woman will lead them to make bad decisions in a combat situation. But if we can train a man to kill, why can't we train him to ignore gender roles during combat? Because let's not forget that women already successfully serve in all types of roles in the military.
First of all, the physical training standards, I did better than a lot of the men in my unit. And then also my grades, I got a 4.0, which was better than most of the guys that I went to school with.
My biggest accomplishment was competing for the Post Soldier of the Quarter for Fort Sill, Oklahoma in 2009, and I actually won it.
I was nominated for Blue Jacket of the Quarter, and I wasn't even on board for 2 years.
I had to qualify under the same physical standards as the men, and that was really important for earning people's respect.
Despite the challenges women still face, the American military deserves a round of applause for what it's accomplished in the last decade. So yay! Well, at least it would if a whole bunch of countries hadn't already beaten us to it. But it's just France and Germany and that Denmark and Canada, Australia, Israel, North Korea. Better late than never. Thanks for watching. Go forth and speak freely. The Veterans Coming Home Project is made possible with support from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.